Horoscope for Capricorn, Thursday, 21 May 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. Today, Capricorn, the universe smiles at you with an energy that feels like a breath of fresh air after a long winter day. You feel that lightness in the air, that feeling that, suddenly, the pieces of the puzzle that you had so much difficulty fitting in start to slide with an unexpected softness. It is as if the tide is rising, not to flood everything, but to lift your ships and allow you to sail in waters that once seemed too turbulent. There is subtle harmony through the cosmos, a melody that invites you to lower your guard and, for a moment, simply trust in the flow of life. That clarity you perceive in heaven is immediately reflected in your own presence. Although you do not feel external agitation today, your Capricorn essence manifests itself as a solid and serene rock in the midst of this tide shift. You feel your body present, with a structure that gives you security, as if every muscle knew exactly its place. There is no need for great movements, but for a silent firmness. It is that feeling of being well planted on the ground, with well-supported feet, allowing the energy of the day to roam you without destabilizing your center. Your vitality today is not born of euphoria, but of the stability of knowing who you are. Taking this energy to the field of your resources and your sustenance, something deep is happening. You feel a powerful transformation, almost as if you were rediscovering your own value. Pluto is moving the structures of what you own, and this is not something that should scare you, but an invitation to leave behind old beliefs about scarcity. It's like you're going through an old bank account and finding out you have a lot more potential than you thought. At the same time, the moon in your areas of shared resources gives you an almost magical intuition to understand the finances of others, or to manage debts and inheritances with a new sensitivity. You could feel an emotional urge to protect what is yours, but with wisdom born of understanding, not fear. In your professional sphere, Libra's influence asks you to seek balance and diplomacy. It is not about imposing your will with the usual hardness, but about negotiating with grace. Imagine that you are in a virtual meeting, and instead of presenting a rigid argument, you use the elegance of words so that your idea is enthusiastically accepted. The presence of Jupiter in your professional relationships and Saturn in your bases tells you that expansion will come through order. If you manage to structure your projects with the discipline that characterizes you, luck will find you working. It is an ideal time to conclude agreements that require a touch of delicacy, but with an iron base. If we look now towards your well-being and your daily habits, the mind and body are closely connected today. Mercury in your routine area asks you to pay attention to how you process information in your day-to-day life. You might feel that your to-do list becomes a little more complex, or you might experience that little stress of an email that arrives at the least speaker time. However, the key is in the organization. It is time to apply that preventive maintenance that you value so much. Perhaps it is the perfect day to organize that office drawer that has been ignored for months, or to plan a new meal routine that is more nutritious. By sorting out your immediate environment, you will be ordering your thoughts. Don't let mental hyperactivity exhaust you. Use Mercury's energy to simplify, not to complicate. If we go into the vast ocean of your emotions and your bonds, get ready, because this is where magic and intensity meet. The sky gives you a spark of unexpected joy, with the Sun and Uranus in your area of creativity and enjoyment. You may feel a sudden urge to start a new entertainment, or a brilliant idea will assault you while you're having coffee. It's a vibrant, almost electric energy that invites you to play and allow yourself to be spontaneous. You could get a notification on your mobile, an unexpected message that makes you smile and reminds you that life can also be an adventure full of surprises. In your closest relationships, the presence of Venus and Jupiter in your partner and partner area offers you an opportunity for expansion and sweetness. There is a warmth in the encounters, an ease to share and to feel the company of the other as a refuge. However, we cannot ignore that the moon is also passing through areas of great emotional depth, confronting Pluto. This can manifest itself as an intense conversation with someone very dear, a moment of sensitivity where emotions come to the surface. Do not be afraid of this intensity. It is not a crisis, it is a cleansing. It's like you're removing the bottom of a lake so that the water becomes crystalline again. Even if you feel emotional stress, remember that the overall climate is fluid. Use this depth to strengthen ties, not to create walls. In the realm of your home and your roots, energy is denser and more reflective. With Mars, Saturn, and Neptune activating your private world, you might feel the need to set boundaries in the house or resolve some unfinished business with a relative. It's a moment of introspection, of seeking peace in your personal shelter. You may feel the need to thoroughly clean your space or simply sit quietly and listen to the sound of the rain, seeking that reconnection with your most intimate essence. If we explore your mental world and spiritual growth, you find yourself on a journey of fascinating discoveries. Your mind is looking for wider horizons. With Pisces' influence on your communication area, your intuition is sharper than ever. You could have a mental click, an epiphany that comes out of nowhere, perhaps while performing a mundane task like washing dishes or walking through a park. It is a capacity to understand what cannot be explained by words. At the same time, Virgo's energy in your area of higher knowledge asks you to land those visions with logic and detail. Dreaming is not enough, you need a method. It is the perfect balance between inspiration and execution. In addition, with the presence of Sagittarius in your subconscious area, there is a spiritual expansion that occurs in silence. You might have a very vivid dream that leaves you with a deep teaching, or feel a sudden motivation to investigate a philosophical or spiritual subject that you once thought was foreign to you. Your mind today is a bridge between the tangible and the divine. If you feel today that you need to do a ritual to channel all this abundance of energies and enhance your clarity, I propose one of empowerment. Since the sky offers you so much fluidity, we will use it to anchor mental clarity and order. Find a space at your work table or in a quiet corner of your house. You will need a small object that represents your success. It can be a clean coin or a nice stone that you already possess. Place this object on a piece of white paper where you have written a single word, clarity. Around the paper, place a small bowl with clean water. As you observe the object, breathe deeply and visualize how all the information and opportunities of the day flow to you unobstructed, integrating perfectly into your life. Do this for a couple of minutes, preferably in the morning. When you're done, keep the paper and object in a safe place in your home, like a drawer you use daily, to act as an anchor of your intention throughout the week. To accompany this energy of expansion and light, for today I propose the yellow color. You don't need to buy anything new. Look for a detail in your environment that has this tone. It can be the cover of your mobile phone, a notebook, or even a small object you have on your desk. Yellow symbolizes Jupiter's intelligence, joy, and expansion. If you have something of this color nearby, use it as a visual reminder that the universe is working in your favor and that your mind is open to all the bright possibilities that are presented to you today. Remember that the most important thing is not the object itself, but the intention with which you decide to connect with it. Today, you will discover that the greatest force lies not in the struggle, but in the ability to flow with the wisdom of the cosmos. Have a nice day, dear Capricorn. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.